Labor has survived a bit of a scare in Saturday's Dunkley by-election. They fended off a swing to the Liberals to retain the outer Melbourne seat. Senior political reporter Trudy McIntosh has more.
The newest elected MP receives a hero's welcome. Jody Bellier holding on to the Victorian seat of Dunkley despite a swing away from Labor.
And I am now officially the second most important Jody in Albanese.
The Prime Minister campaigned by her side, but skipped Saturday's celebrations, spending his birthday in Sydney instead.
And it's not happy birthday. It's not happy birthday, it's do something about the cost of living crisis. That's the message that the people of Dunkley have sent to this Prime Minister.
Liberal hopeful Nathan Conroy conceded defeat by 9 p.m, but he managed to slash Labor's margin.
In the next election, we are coming for Albanese and his government.
Labor's tax backflip appears to have paid off at the crucial by-election, triggered by the death of Peter Murphy. But Deputy Leader Richard Marles concedes more cost of living relief is needed.
We will continue to look at ways in which we can ease the burden of the cost of living, because there is no doubt that's the most significant thing which is facing Australians right around the country, but here I'm sure in Dunkley as well.
It's not the night that the Liberals had wanted, but the volunteers and party members clearly still energised by the result here in Dunkley.
I think regardless of the result, it will change the mood and the way in which we in the Liberal Party not only pre-select our candidates, but how we campaign in the future.
This is a terrific test for the Liberal Party. They'll want to swing out of it. Of course, they'll want to win too, but this is a terrific test.
Liberals want Nathan Conroy to run again at the looming federal election. For now, he has other things on his mind. Is there any chance you'll go round 2 on this as well?
Not interested, honestly, in that now, but I think I'll be busy over the next few months.
Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Frankston.
And Sky News Chief Election Analyst Tom Connell breaks down how the vote unfolded.
The Liberal Party's achieved a swing, but it's not going to be able to get the seat of Dunkley. It's a Labor retain. How have they done that? Mainly through hanging on in terms of their primary vote. Let's take a look first of all at a booth level. There was early hope in the night, for example, when Mount Eliza North and a couple of booths came in. The Liberal Party were on for a big swing. Look at this, 13% just on their swing to primary, and Labor well down there. Two-party preferred. This was more than they needed, nearly 10%, but Labor held up crucially in some of those typical Labor parts of this booth. Let's take a look at Carrum Downs. A lot has been spoken about Carrum Downs, for example, as being typical of some of the outer suburbs around the rest of the nation. So Labor wanted to do well, and here they held on. Look at their primary, holding up, going up in fact, and staying at 44%. Liberal Party going up, but that was from a pretty low bar there. When we saw this, it was a swing towards the Liberal Party, but nowhere near enough in terms of needing to average 6.3%. So when we get to the seat overall, you can see the vote has gone up for the Liberal Party, 6.8%, but they were largely replacing United Australia Party and One Nation, which were not running. So a decent result, but they needed a 4 in front of it to be competitive. And crucially for Labor, its vote held up, its primary holding up, and it needed to because the Greens were down, not helping Labor out as much when it came to the two-party preferred. At the moment, it's a swing nearing 4%. It could get closer to that and perhaps go past with postal votes, most of them still to come in. As we stand, though, what will that swing actually mean? These are some of the seats. If this swing is replicated, the Liberal Party will be targeting at the next election. We're talking about regional and outer suburban seats with a margin lower there of 4%. Perhaps they get a little bit more ambitious if they think they can do better than tonight's result. But Labor will be happy enough that it has managed to retain this seat. It's done so by hanging on by about, we think, 2%. Regardless, Jody Bellier is the new member for Dunkley.